At the start of the 20th century, an estimated 3 to 5 million elephants roamed Africa. By 1979, that number plummeted to 1.3 million. Today, we are at a critical tipping point with only about 415,000 to 450,000 left in the wild. The African savanna elephant is the undisputed largest land animal on Earth. Reaching weights of up to 7,000 kilograms and standing nearly 4 meters tall, their sheer scale defines the landscape they inhabit. It is a common misconception that there is only one African elephant. There are actually two genetically separate species, the savanna, bush elephant, and the forest elephant. The forest species is smaller, has straighter tusks, and is currently critically endangered. To sustain such a massive frame, an adult must consume roughly 150 kilograms to 200 kilograms of vegetation and drink over 100 liters of water every single day. This constant intake makes them a massive environmental force. Despite their power and agility, elephants are one of the few mammals that cannot jump. A poetic biological fact is that the ears of an African elephant are almost perfectly shaped like the continent of Africa. An elephant's ears aren't just for hearing, they are a sophisticated cooling system. By flapping their ears, they cool the blood flowing through a network of large veins, effectively lowering their body temperature in the heat of the African sun. Despite having skin that is 2.5 centimeters thick, elephants are surprisingly sensitive to the sun. To prevent sunburn, they perform a specific ritual of mud bathing. This layer of dried mud acts as a natural sunscreen and a shield against biting insects. Elephants are remarkably strong swimmers. When crossing deep rivers, they have been observed using their trunks as snorkels, keeping the tip above the water to breathe while their massive bodies remain completely submerged. Unlike humans, who stop growing in their late teens, African elephants continue to grow throughout their entire lives. This means that the largest, most imposing bull elephants in a herd are usually the oldest, often reaching their peak size in their 50s. The elephant's trunk is perhaps the most versatile organ in the animal kingdom. It contains over 40,000 individual muscles, but not a single bone. It is strong enough to rip branches from trees, yet precise enough to pick up a single blade of grass. Unlike the horns of a rhino, elephant tusks are actually modified incisor teeth. They continue to grow throughout the elephant's life and are used for digging, lifting objects, and defense. The journey to motherhood is a long one. A female elephant is pregnant for 22 months. This is the longest gestation period of any land mammal, allowing the calf's complex brain to fully develop before birth. An African elephant's brain can weigh up to 5.4 kilograms, the largest of any land animal. More importantly, their temporal lobe, the area associated with memory, is significantly more developed than a human's, explaining their legendary ability to remember individuals for decades. Beyond mourning, elephants show active empathy. If a herd member is injured, others will physically support it with their trunks and bodies, or even try to lift a fallen comrade back to its feet. Scientists believe elephants can detect a thunderstorm from over 240 kilometers, 150 miles away. They sense the low-frequency sound of thunder and the change in air pressure, often changing their migration direction to head toward the rain. Elephants are among a select group of animals, including dolphins and great apes, that can recognize themselves in a mirror. This indicates a high level of self-awareness and consciousness. They communicate using infrasound, frequencies below the range of human hearing. These low-frequency rumbles can travel 5 to 10 kilometers, allowing herds to coordinate movements across vast distances. Beyond sound, elephants hear with their feet. They can detect seismic vibrations in the ground, sensing approaching storms or the movements of distant herds long before they are visible. The phrase, "an elephant never forgets," is rooted in biological fact. They possess incredible spatial memory, allowing matriarchs to lead their herds to hidden water sources they haven't visited in decades. Elephants are classified as a keystone species, meaning the entire ecosystem would collapse or fundamentally change without them. They are the architects of the wild. By knocking down trees and clearing brush, elephants prevent forests from overgrowing, effectively converting woodland into grassland. This creates a habitat for grazing animals like zebras and antelopes. During droughts, elephants use their tusks and trunks to dig for water in dry riverbeds. These hand-dug wells then provide a lifeline for countless other species that would otherwise perish from thirst. Elephants travel vast distances, consuming fruits and seeds. They act as a mobile planting service, dispersing seeds through their dung across tens of kilometers, ensuring the forest and savanna regenerate. The greatest threat to these giants remains illegal ivory poaching and habitat loss. Without the African elephant, the structure of the African continent would be unrecognizable. Protecting them is not just about saving an animal. It is about preserving a global ecosystem. While we celebrate these facts, the population has dropped from millions to roughly 415,000 today. If you found the hidden world of these savanna giants fascinating, there is plenty more to uncover. Join us for more deep dives into the planet's greatest mysteries over at WonderdocsStudio.